Welcome anyone to my YouTube channel. This is Ever, aka Two Beasts to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. And for this video, I'm going to be talking about some bad news for Highguard. Just bad news. I don't know. I don't know any witty anything for it. But let's go ahead and hit that intro. All right. Before I get into everything, you like my channel, you like my podcast, new podcast every Monday. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. So, today was not a good day for Highguard fans, or obviously Highguard in general. They laid off some people. Let's go ahead and move over to this. So, as you can see right here, this is a tweet from Wario64. On the LinkedIn page of some of the staff, well, I guess ex-staff now, for Wildlight, it said that, they weren't working there anymore. For one of them said, unfortunately, along with most of the team at Wildlight, I was laid off today. This one really stings, as there was a lot of unreleased content I was looking forward to that I and others designed for Highguard. So obviously, that is a cat out of the bag kind of thing. To which then Wildlight did provide a statement. This is another tweet from Wario64, but if you want, I can right here. Here's the actual tweet from Wildlight Entertainment. Today we made an incredibly difficult decision to part ways with a number of our team members while keeping a core group of developers to continue innovating on and supporting the game. We're proud of the team, talent, and the product we've created together. We're also grateful for players who gave the game a shot and those who continue to be a part of our community. So, yeah. This obviously is not good for Wildlight and for Highguard. I mean, I kind of saw this coming. There was a few factors, and I'll put up some footage that I have of the game, because I did play a bit of it. I played about maybe an hour or two. Hour and a half at most, I think, maybe. And, I mean, look. A quick review, because I was going to put up a review of the game, and then I decided, no, I just wasn't going to. I ended up not playing enough of it. I didn't want to force anything. But I guess a quick review of what I played. It's a fine game. It plays competent, which makes sense. Wildlight is made up of ex-Respawn people. So if you've enjoyed Titanfall or Apex Legends, you would enjoy the way this game feels. And it feels good. It plays really good. Plays pretty well. Or really well. And then it has some new stuff, with mining for extra resources to buy things and to upgrade and everything. Stuff to try and differentiate it. It's more based on like attacking bases, the raids, an item, a sword, spawns, you pick it up, go to the enemy base, and then there you go. You blow up two things to blow up the middle thing. It's pretty basic in that sense. So, I mean, honestly, it's like a 7 out of 10. But in this climate right now, a 7 out of 10 it's just not going to cut it. And with, it is still a hero shooter. Characters have abilities and all that stuff. Ultimates. And when you have Overwatch and Marvel Rivals just dominating that space right now, you just cannot be a 7 out of 10. You have to be a 9.5 or a 10. Maybe a 9 out of 10. But I just, obviously Overwatch is the big player. I don't know if it's still the biggest. I think it's not. I think Marvel Rivals is, but Marvel Rivals also has its thing in that you're playing as superheroes. So it's a space dominated by two just super popular shooters. And not only that, like Highguard also just didn't get a great like lead up to the game. Um, we there was reports that they wanted to shadow drop the game. They had their little, or not their little, but they had their like own direct or whatever to be like, oh yeah, here's the game and it's out now kind of thing. And from all intents and purposes, that's looking like what they wanted to do is to just shadow drop it and never, try to be like, oh here, everyone, there's this huge game that you'll love and this is not or whatever. No, they just were like, here's a game, we hope you like it. And apparently Jeff Keighley, Mountain Dew Master himself, or Dorito King himself, whatever you want to call him, liked it so much he wanted it to be on his show. But not only did he want it to be on his show, he wanted it to be the headlining thing, the thing that ends his show. And you just can't do that. You need to be a huge, relevant, maybe not relevant, but a huge, like a heavy hitter. And like when you have stuff like the, I'm forgetting what it's called. That Knights of the Old Republic like successor. I'm not remembering what it's called right now. Like when you have a like that, you can't have Highguard. You can't have another hero shooter, another live service game, just another multiplayer thing, because people are already getting tired of it as it is, and you're just giving them more of what they don't want. And you're not only are you giving them more of what they don't want, you're also basically telling them, hey, this is more important than what you do want, which is again like that Star Wars game. I mean, the same thing happened. Splitgate 2 was a fine game, and then they added a battle royale, and any goodwill it had just cratered. And so any goodwill that Wildlight Entertainment could have garnered with Highguard just went out the window, I think, when Jeff Keighley decided, I'm going to end my show with this, with a live service hero shooter that obviously has microtransactions, or was going to have microtransactions. And yeah, spoiler alert, it's got microtransactions. It's got a battle pass. It's got all that stuff. Yeah, and then for the game to just be fine, which, again, it being fine probably would not have killed the game in and of itself, but it's a fine game that had so much negativity going toward it that it makes the game seem worse than what it is. If it was just a fine game that got shadow dropped, then it's like, no, it's a good game, and then you have the people to play it, and then Wildlight Entertainment could just be like, we're going to keep working on it to build an audience, kind of like, some other games have done, that just like keep at it. And look, maybe Highguard stays below the spotlight, and they don't shut it down, and Wildlight Entertainment doesn't shut down. They just keep at it, and eventually the game is now, ends up considered more loved than hated. But like it is gonna be it is gonna be an uphill battle, to say the least. Yeah. Again, I just, when these companies that are putting games out, like we had Concord last year, and that flopped hard. We had Marathon, which is going to be an extraction shooter, come out with its alphas and everything, and people were like, yeah, this isn't good, and this is not going to work. Now, with more recent playtests and everything, people have softened on that, but it is, just like Highguard, it's going into a subgenre that is dominated by two games in Escape from Tarkov and now Arc Raiders. Maybe Marathon, because it is, it is Bungie, and opinion on it has softened, might actually survive and last a long time. But it also is a Bungie game. And even though Wildlight Entertainment is a bunch of Respawn people, people who made Titanfall and Apex Legends. It still sounds, it to normal people or to people who aren't in the know like that. They just see Wildlight Entertainment, Highguard, and they think, oh, it's a new studio, it's a new game, this and that. I don't care. And they just move on to the next thing. But yeah, I'll just not understand what it is with these studios just continuously trying to force a square peg into a round hole, or a round peg into a square hole. I don't know what the saying is. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't want to see the game die necessarily. I'm not that type of person. Maybe with Marathon, I'm a little bit more like that. But I don't want to see Highguard die just necessarily. But I think this game is just, it's kind of fucked. And I just, but yeah, that's going to be my opinion on it. Again, you like my channel, you like my stupid little videos, my dumbass voice, my podcasts, my dumbass face. Now that I'm on camera now, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Do the things. Do the things. Trying to grow this channel, past 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 800 and something, almost 900. Would love to hit that 1,000 mark. But yeah. All right. Until next time, I'll catch you later.